回れ回れやれ風車、また同じ場所へ帰って、揺れて揺れて果てまな心、君は知らないままずっとそうだったわがままな気分、回れ回れやれ風車、原点回帰と向かって揺れて揺れて果てまな心、君には下手隠したままにゆるりゆるりあれ隙間風防ぐ術は知ってるけど、この手Yes! You really good at it! Wait, yours! Yes! Really, yes! Sweaty, yes! Yeti! Sweaty, yes! Really, yours! Really, yes! Really, yours! Really, yes! Really, yes! Sweaty, really, yours! You really say anything! Wait, yes! Sweaty, yes! Really, yours! Yes! You really, yours! What's wrong? Yes, wait, you really, yes. Yes, you really got it, you really want it. Yes, you really got it. Yes, really yours. Ready? Go away. Yes, it's really daddy. You really want it. Yes, sweet daddy. Favorite too. Yes, yes, sweet. Yes, quickly. Yes, daddy. Yes, ready. Yes, 20, 40.
You really want it. Get it. Sweating. Going. Jumping. Having. Yes. Getting it. Sweating. Going. Get going. Yes, throwing yours. Quickly, you really want it, Yeti. You really got it, yes. Yes. Quickly, throwing yours. Get it, yes. Yes. You really want it? Let's go away. Quickly, yes. Sweaty throwing yours. Yes. Yeti. Quickly, throwing yours. Get it. You really want it? Separate through. Yes. Get it. You really got it. Quickly, you really want it? Throwing yours. Yes. Throwing yours. Separate through. Quickly. Yeti, you really want it? Yes. Get it. Yes. Sweaty Yeti, throwing yours. You really want it? Quickly. Yes. Quickly. Get it. Throwing yours. Yes. You really got it. Brilliant. You really want it? Sweaty Squirrely. Separate through. Throwing yours. Get it. Yeti, you really want it? Going. Jumping. Really see? Get it. Having. Let's really get it. Yes. Really yours. Brilliant. Let's really see? Yeti. Yes. You really want it? Yes. Throwing yours. Yeti. Yes. Having. Really yours. Sweaty Yeti. Get it. Yes. Quickly. Yes. Throwing yours. Get it. Sweaty Yeti. Get it. You really want it? Get it. Yes. Quickly. Yes. Sweaty yes. Yeti, you really got it. Having. Yes. Really yours. Get it. Brilliant. Yes. You really want it? Go away. Brilliant. Yes. Quickly. Yes. Yes. Sweaty yes. Sweet Yeti. Quickly. Get it. You really want it? Quickly. Yes. Yeti. Yes. Get it. Yeti. Yes. Squirrely. Sweaty Yeti. Yes. Throwing yours. You really got it. Quickly. Yeti. Yes. 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 Quickly. You really want it? Throwing yours. You really got it. Yeti. Yes. Yes. Throwing yours. You really want it? Get it. Throwing yours. Yes. Sweaty Yeti.